So the reason I'm mentioning this and why I'm being open about it now, not because I was ever ashamed of my condition. Not once have I ever been ashamed of being autistic. It was just something that it's like, and I don't blurt it out all the time to other people. It's more like if it comes up, or if something related to my autism comes up and most people don't understand it, I explain it. And yeah, I don't blurt it out every chance I get, but at the same time, if someone questions something about it, I don't hesitate to explain it. And this isn't like me trying to create excuses for how I behave. So if there are any times I may have rubbed anyone the wrong way, I hope you know that was never my intention. I just can't process certain things in social interactions and personal interactions and the way others do. And it doesn't give me excuses, but it does present a difference in how I'm expected to process things. And the reason I'm making these series of videos and posting them is because I'm explaining something that many people in the spectrum don't yet know about. It's something called, and blessings come, may Allah bless my wife. She helped me understand what I've been going through lately, why I haven't felt as motivated. Well, not motivated, but even when I put in all the effort and the discipline, it seems like I just keep getting more and more exhausted. I also have gone through just bouts of depressive episodes. Not depression. I don't have clinical depression or anything like that. I'm not going to claim I do, but there have been episodes where I just didn't feel like doing anything. I Even when I keep myself healthy, even when I sleep well, even when I eat well, even when I do everything that many recommend is positive to a conducive day, I sometimes just feel utterly exhausted. And it seems like I don't have any energy. And also, I never admit this, but I've been feeling a certain regression in some of the skills that I have, like my analytical skills, my reading skills, you know, uh, and yeah, that can also be chalked up to I haven't practiced certain things. Like for instance, I'm not as solid in my Arabic as I used to be with. I could still read it, I could still write it, but understanding the words, comprehending, yeah, that can be chopped up as lack of practice. So I can acknowledge that, but I just things just haven't been going really great, and there have been other things that have been going on, and for the past 7 years I've just been moving, trying to step it up with things I'm doing, take it to the next level, keep progressing, keep getting better, whether it's my faith or my career or my personal development. And it seems like in trying to do that, I ended up putting myself in certain areas where I just drained myself. And my wife explains it very thoroughly, where it's you can't pour out of an empty cup or a cup that's constantly being drained. And I've given many people things like my time, my energy, my attention, sometimes even my money. I'm not going to say who, but these past few years have tested me in many ways in all those different avenues, and it got to a point where it became too much. And certain recent tragedies like losing my grandfather and finding out things about my family I probably didn't never I don't never I wish I didn't learn about. Then finding other secrets, and then also getting to better terms with my family on uh and they meant well. They always encouraged me to examine my differences, the way I'm just different from other people. But there were certain expectations placed on me, and somehow that were just not feasible in a long term way. And it got to a point where I ended up doing something known as masking. And it's a very common trait. There's no such thing as an autistic person who doesn't mask. Yes, we're not as capable of filtering ourselves, but we do have this thing called masking, and it's contributed a lot to how what I'm going through lately.